Hey guys, thank you for checking back into AmbossTV today. I thought a long time about what kind of video I want to make today, and I usually try to make people laugh with my videos and tell funny stories about Germany, but today I'm in a different kind of mood. I want to talk about guns and gun control. The reason I want to bring this up now is because just a few days ago, not far away from the place where I live in Germany, a 47-year-old man killed a 82-year-old woman and a 72-year-old man shooting from the inside of his car. Thankfully, a few hours later, he got arrested at a gas station. The workers at the gas station, they reacted quickly when he put the gun at the counter, and they were able to capture him, and then the police arrived. Investigations are now ongoing, and it looks like he had a license to actually own the guns, but he was only allowed to use them within sports premises, and apparently he was also suffering from a psychosis when these events took place. Now, this could be one of those events where some people want stricter gun control, and others say that if those people had guns to defend themselves, they would have had at least a fighting chance. Aside from raising questions how a 72-year-old woman and an 82-year-old guy riding a bike would be able to defend themselves from something like this just by having weapons, I don't want to dig too much into this. I don't even want to pull statistics which then get countered by other statistics again. But hey, this just happened around the corner. Still, I don't even want to think about having to own a gun to be able to defend myself in such a case. One of the things I always liked about Germany is that I do feel safe here, and that I can assume that most people around me don't have guns. The less guns are around, the less I'm afraid that things might escalate. Like people fighting in the streets in a fist fight, and then it turns into a shooting. I'm bringing this up now because I also lived in the US for a few months, and I saw some of my friends and other people talking about it on social media after some events over there the last few weeks. And people had their arguments, but in a way I also felt like a lot of these arguments, they are based on fear. Fear that they might get robbed if someone tries to kill them. Fear that someone breaks into their house. Fear that a corrupt government takes control and they're not armed enough to fight it. And while I actually do get the reasoning behind some of the points, and I also understand that there are dangerous places where this is more likely to happen, personally, I would rather not live in constant fear at all, and I also see a lot of ifs there. What if I get robbed? What if someone is trying to kill me? Yeah, but you can always bring more variables into the mix. What if this gun accidentally kills someone else? What if its owner overreacts or suddenly becomes mentally ill, acts under psychosis? And after I had this discussion in the US, it didn't take long until suddenly I found people around me suspicious. When a stranger talked to me, I was worried that they might carry a gun. When I saw people fighting somewhere, I was worried that this might escalate into a shooting. Yet, I wouldn't want to own a gun. I don't think I would feel safer with a gun. I think it would be more a constant reminder not to trust people and live in fear. Naive, maybe, but one of the key things I feel you should have in a civilized country is the ability to feel safe without a gun. A device which is basically built to kill a human being. Some American friends of mine told me that they don't feel safe without their gun, even when they lived here in Europe or Germany. So the thing is, I didn't feel safe over there in the US because I assumed that everyone else has a gun. I know there are always two sides of the story, and I don't know what's perfect for everyone, but personally, I would rather not want to live in fear at all than telling myself that I need to own a gun. So, going back to the original story, it is a tragedy, and yes, even with the strictest rules, these things will happen every now and then. But rather than arming everyone up and increasing the chances that everyone else has a gun that they can use, I would rather focus on how to prevent these things at all, or at least as often as possible. Okay, I hope you got my point. I wanted to share this because it's an important thing in my life right now, that I do feel safe, quite like it where I live right now, and I don't want to assume that everyone around me has a gun. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Stay safe.